Hi everyone, and welcome to the second installment of Showcase Sports. I'm your host, Michaela Pyers. I am very excited and grateful to have Larry Dantzler in the studio with us tonight.
How you doing?
Dantzler, or Coach D, as many people know him, has been coaching basketball for over 25 years. The sport has allowed him to travel all around the country and influence the lives of many athletes. And we are so grateful to have him in the studio with us tonight. How are you doing, Larry?
I'm doing very well, thank you.
Good. You know, a lot of people may know you by name, but for those that don't, do you want to give them a little bio about yourself?
Yes, born in Brooklyn, went to high school, Midwood High School, went to Everett Williams College, Hackensack, New Jersey. Then I attended York College, got married, and then been married for 43 years.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah, and then went into coaching. Decided that it was time to give something back because it helped me. It was my ticket out.
Mm-hmm.
So what I want to do was to be able to help as many people as I possibly could to give something back.
That's amazing. So you have been coaching for over 2 decades,
Yes.
middle school to the collegiate level.
Yes.
What do you think is tougher, coaching kids at a young age or when they're at the end of adolescence and sometimes they don't want to listen to authority?
The toughest one is coaching them at adolescence, okay, because of the fact that they think they know it all. And social media now, like when I was coming up, social media wasn't that big, so you listened to the adult figure. But now they got YouTube and all these different things that are going on, and they're watching all these different players and thinking that I really don't have to practice. I just want to be like them. But they don't see the work that's put in behind the scenes.
I know. Like sometimes they don't want to listen to the coach when they get older. They just want to do what they want to do and just play ball.
Yes.
So a lot of people don't know that you actually were able to bring 2 district championships to Queens when you were coaching.
Yes.
How did it feel to bring them 2 championships and now that's a place you call home?
Yes. It was very overwhelming to me for the mere fact of the matter that I was at one school, and then what happened was that I got like excessed out through the Department of Education and sent to another school. And the guy that was coaching at that school asked me, would you like to coach our team? So I said, yeah, why not? And then what happened was I got the guys together. We started playing. I had already won a championship. And then we started playing and we went on and won another championship. And then the whole thing changed because the format changed. The PSAL took over it. So it kind of like has it carved in stone that I was the only one to be able to do it.
Yeah, well, now you're in the history books as the only
Yes.
person that's had 2 championships. That's
Yes.
amazing. So although many kids have the dream of being in the NBA, we do know that a lot of
Right.
them won't be in the
Right.
NBA. How do you instill in them that education is the top priority while still showing them everything they need to know on the court?
What I like to do is show them by numbers. And the numbers go like this. There are only 450 individuals in the NBA. And you look at all the Division I schools and say, for example, to make the math simple, there are only 12 guys on the team, okay? So you look at all the Division I schools that you have. Let's just take the NCAA tournament, 64 teams times 12, okay? If you are not part of that tier, then you need to be going to school and getting an education. It should be instilled back in middle school that by them actually going to school and using this as a vehicle, is what I like to call it, is another way for them to get out. When I say out, depends on where you're living. Kids in Harlem, kids in Bed-Stuy, Queensbridge, Bronx. This is a way for you to see the world. But if you're not going to school, it's not going to work for you because I can count on 1, maybe 2 hands and my toes. How many really good ball players but didn't want to go to school? Mm-hmm. Education is so important. Yeah. And that starts at home.
Right. A lot of kids don't know that even if you don't make the NBA, your education,
Yes.
your education is important, but basketball can get you to school
Yes.
for free. It can help take off a lot of the
Yes.
costs because we all know that school can
It'll
be
be
very
expensive.
expensive.
And it's going up.
I know, it's crazy. So you are in the community. You're constantly helping kids out. Is there
Yes.
anywhere that we can expect you this summer, maybe at some camps, helping kids along the way?
I'm going to Game Over camp tomorrow just to observe it because it's their first year of having a camp, and it's their first year of the first week of the camp. So basically what I'm going to do is just go there to observe it because they were saying that they're looking for people to come in, coaches to come in, speak to the kids. So I'm going there. I've gone to West 4th Street, and I've spoken to some of the coaches there, observed some of the kids. I've gone to base, which was out in Queens, Roy Wilkins Park on Saturday. There's a tournament going on in Lincoln Park. I show up at these tournaments to see who's playing because right now I'm coaching high school, and I want to see how these coaches are coaching and how the kids are acting towards them, responding towards them. Are they using a different language for them? So I'm basically like a consultant right now.
Mm-hmm. That's great. But before we wrap it up, I wanted to ask you one question because I know this question gets people going crazy. Everyone has different reactions. LeBron or Michael Jordan?
I'm a LeBron fan.
Oh, okay.
And I'll give you the history of it. I saw LeBron at Ice 8 when he was in high school,
Oh, okay.
which is like the biggest AAU tournament in Queens for high school kids, run by Pete Edwards. And he came down. He was going to a visit at some school in New York, and he played there. And he scored a few points. It wasn't a big deal. But I became a LeBron fan. Jordan is in a whole category by himself.
Right.
You know, you got 6 championships, never went to a 7th game. That's something different. That's way over here. When you talk about Jordan, I like to tell people you can't talk about Jordan and LeBron without talking about Bill Russell. Bill Russell
Right.
got 11.
Well, you know I'm from Boston,
Bill
so
Russell
you know Bill
has
Russell
11.
is real big.
So let's be real, right? But I'm a LeBron fan. So, you know, it's like my daughter said, okay, Daddy, when we going to start getting the purple and gold? Yes, indeed. You know, but to be able to live through a time to see them both, you know, it's like I like baseball too.
Yeah.
I saw Henry Aaron. I saw Willie Mays. And a lot of kids today can only see these guys on YouTube. And I enjoyed these guys. And I think back to myself now, I thank God that my parents exposed me to these kind of things. But to answer your question, LeBron.
LeBron all day.
LeBron
Okay,
fan.
I was not
Yes.
expecting that, so I'm actually kind of surprised that you said LeBron.
LeBron.
well, I'm
And-
kind
and
of
can I-
biased, so I might say LeBron too.
And can I tell you when I really, really said, oh, he's going to be really good? He was playing the Celtics when he scored like 25 points in a row. That is like the hardest thing to do because somebody is going to catch the ball. You pass the ball to somebody, they'll get fouled. Maybe they shoot a free throw. But 25 in a row?
It's crazy. All I know is that we might make it to the finals.
Yeah, your
this
team
year.
is going to be good. Your team, Boston's going to be good. If they keep the young guys together and pay them.
Right.
Because you look at what Oklahoma did. James Harden, MVP this year, was with Oklahoma. Kevin Durant, who's with Golden State, MVP, was with Oklahoma. Russell Westbrook is the last one. They had all 3 of those guys
Right.
there. So if they continue to pay them and keep them there, and you got a really good coach.
Right, I know.
You know, I
We
don't
are
know how
lucky
he
with
didn't
that.
win Coach of the Year, but
I don't know. We'll leave that for next year.
I think they're jealous of him.
They might be. All right. Well, I do want to thank Coach D for joining us tonight.
Yes.
Thank you so much for
Anytime.
coming by. And please keep us updated on any camps or any places that you'll be at
I
this
definitely
summer so
will.
we can let people know where to find you. That's all we have for tonight for another installment of Showcase Sports. I'm Michaela Pires. See you next time.